Hoobastank.
Oh, is that our synchronizing word?
Hooba.
3,
Hoobastank.
2, 1. Hoobastank.
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 Yeah, that we're synced up.
Greetings and welcome to the very 4th episode of Exquisite Adventure. I am your host,
Aaron. My name's just Aaron. Anyway, thank you for joining us. This is Exquisite Adventure, a D&D podcast that's not like the other ones out there. Each time we have an episode, we switch DMs, so every player gets to be a DM. Or I should say, has to be a DM in my case, because, well, you'll see. Anyway, this podcast contains adult language and adult themes, though we're not really all that raunchy. I don't know. Anyway, you've been warned. I hope you enjoy this episode. It is the shortest out of all of them. So if you like a shorter episode, maybe this will be your favorite. I doubt it, but hey, who knows? Also, if this is the first episode that you're tuning into, please stop right now and go back to the first episode and listen to the first 3, because you'll miss out on some of the jokes. All right, folks, enjoy. You ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's ready.
I'm ready.
All right.
Arm spaghetti.
So where we left off, you were exiting the ball pit after a raucous night in what would be traditional wedding ceremonies for Sphaxthi that were interrupted by a bunch of darklings trying to steal rings and actually absconding with a couple of the members of important households of the land. Desiree, Corleon, some no-name fucker that, works for the Trelapians. I have the names written down somewhere. Anyway, so as everybody's clearing out of the hall, basically being forced to get out of there, what are you guys are you trying to do anything before leaving?
I don't think Sphaxthi has anything on his mind.
Genghis Kringus will try to do a backflip.
All right, go ahead and roll
Here we
athletics.
go.
He just got the phone number from...
Ooh,
What's her name?
Is
What's
this
the
Noreen?
phone?
You're trying to
Noreen.
impress Noreen?
Right.
I feel 42 again.
And I rolled a 3. So, I didn't
You just
look
land
so
on
good.
your back.
Oh,
You jump and your knees lock up mid-air, so you can't actually tuck, and you just kind of land flat,
oh.
It's not that bad. You don't actually have any damage, but you do feel foolish.
Oh dear.
Emotional damage.
Oh,
Oh, that looked embarrassing.
it's okay. I have done more embarrassing things.
I really don't want to know.
I know.
Once, I was walking to the court to present to the Duke my alchemical results for the year, and I tripped on my own ropes, tearing them asunder, fell to the ground naked, spilling potion all over myself, which caused me to violently diarrhea out of my mouth. What does that even mean?
What?
I just can't believe you tore your robes asunder. Of all things
Yes,
to tear
they
your
tore.
robes.
I stepped on them, and I guess they were old and crusty, and so they just ripped to shreds, and I tumbled, and that was that.
Yes. Bugbear, you haven't seen Mr. Kringus's living situation, so the robe's just sort of falling apart. Isn't that outrageous, actually?
I
Sort of
bet the
fits the
moths
package.
got to them.
I'm
The
not
moths,
surprised.
or the
actually.
moss, or the rat.
Oh, Nibbles would never do that.
Okay.
You would not set me up for failure in such a way.
At this point, Shadan comes back to the group. He had been talking to the lovely dwarven woman he was dancing with, and getting intel on her goings on. He comes back and he's like, "Hey, Jingus, what the hell, man? Like, are you okay?"
Oh, I'm all right. I was celebrating.
Oh, yeah, you were hitting off with Noreen. That looked,
Yes,
that
that's
looked
right.
pretty good. You fucking dashing bastard.
Yes, I can't dash as fast as I used to, but speed isn't the name of the game in the dating game.
Has
All right.
Jingus stood up yet? Or
No.
is he still on the ground?
No, we're all just like standing in a circle around him.
Okay, I helped Jingus up.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
At that point, the guards are kind of just corralling everybody out, and they start touching your shoulders and pushing you towards the door.
Hey, don't touch me.
Hey,
Yes.
no,
No touchies.
Don't. Okay.
Just you got to get moving, guys. The ball pit's closed.
Wait, there was a ball pit?
That's
No,
that's the name of
It's
this
called
venue.
the ball pit.
Yes, this
Oh.
place was called the
Yes.
Ball Pit.
Remember,
There's-
we got
There's a big
I-
sign.
I knew that all. I was just playing
Yeah.
with you.
Because the stairs go to. Oh, I got you. All right, you're a funny one.
Oh yeah, it
Get
was
out.
a joke. It was all
No,
jokes.
leave.
Okay.
And
I let them usher.
okay, good. So as you make your way outside, it's like, at a convention, if someone had pulled a fire alarm, everyone's just kind of standing about in the lawn out in front, not knowing what they should do, gossiping, whispering to themselves and each other. And you look around, and it looks like the noble families are gone. They're just not. You don't see them around. But what you do see is a character not far from the entrance who approaches you in a big, dark, foreboding hood, and he says,
Oh.
"Yes, come with me."
Oh,
Ah.
death has finally come to take me. It's about
Not yet.
time.
Come along.
Who are you?
You should know who I am. I'm paying you.
It's Sfaxthay. It's Sfaxthay.
Oh, well, death has come.
I know he's
I was
wearing a
not
hood,
wrong.
so it's hard to tell.
Can't you tell he sounds just like Professor Snape from the university?
What?
Never mind.
Ooh.
Never mind. Ignore me.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
So the hooded figure that is Faxi just starts walking towards a carriage, assuming that you're going to follow him.
I will follow. I will put my hood up because I'm being subtle.
Jingus Kringus will put his hood up as well. Have all of you written your wills?
Isn't Jingus Kringus wearing, like, a pimp suit?
Oh, he is. I do not have a hood. That's right.
You just pull like your suit. Your
Yeah, I
suit's
just
up,
pull
pop
the
it
collar over my head.
Yep.
Pop the collar up extra tall. Yeah, so you get to a nondescript carriage. It's not like of high means or anything. And there are a couple of figures in dark clothing that are standing around it, but it's not flashy, it's not showy. Yeah, one of those dark clothed figures opens the door to the carriage and does the arm motion, and Sfaxthay looks at you all and he's like, "Just get in the carriage and stay there until I get back."
Are you
Yeah.
going to
my-
kill us?
My Lord Sfaxley, yes, are we in trouble?
It wasn't our
No.
fault.
No, not at all. I'm trying to protect you, but I have things to do right now, and I can't do them here.
Okay,
I get in the
us.
carriage.
Yeah,
Yes.
I follow Bugbear.
I will get inside.
I will get inside, just looking at Sfaxthay out of the corner of my eyes, like, what is going on? Protect us.
Just get in.
Okay.
And the door shuts behind you, and
Is there bottle
you hear,
service in this carriage? Hello? Sorry. I guess not.
if you look out the window of the carriage, you see he's already left. But he before he leaves, he does a little bit of you see some hand motions, and there's like a shimmering effect that kind of covers the carriage itself that you can see sort of glistening through the small windows. So you're just sitting in a carriage, by yourselves, waiting for Sphaxy to come back.
Jack, by this point, how long has it been?
It depends on what you want to do in that carriage.
Well, I wanted
Okay.
drinks, but apparently there's no service even in the Chief Vizier's, whatever, Royal Vizier's carriage. All right, I'll
I
just
mean, it's like a
pull out my
really-
flask.
Well, did you not see him wearing a hood? He's trying to be subtle. So this isn't like a big deal thing.
Oh, I misunderstood.
Yes.
I see. So
This
we're supposed
probably
to...
isn't his normal carriage.
Oh, that explains it's a little nondescript.
Jack has his dagger out and is just, carving into like the side of it. Jack was here.
What do
Very
you
good.
think?
A little light vandalism.
Wow,
You're really good at carving.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
I'll
No,
give
you
you
get
for
it.
bardic inspiration.
How many of those did you use last time?
I
feel
don't know
like-
because I can't access D&D Beyond right now. I'm still trying to log in.
Do I make a performance check for my vandalism?
If you want to, performance
I
or
rolled a 2.
dexterity. Okay.
My performance.
Yeah, like just a big chunk comes out of the wood, and
didn't
it
know.
makes it look pretty garish. You can't really recover a name in a pretty fashion.
I switch from carving to taking the piece of wood and just whittling it into a new knife, a wooden knife.
Nice. All right. So if you're just hanging out in the carriage waiting, it takes about 10 minutes. And then the door opens back up, and the hooded figure that you assume is Sphaxy pops in and closes the door, makes a little snapping sound, and the carriage takes off.
Is there room for him, or do we have to like squeeze?
There's room for him.
Okay, cool.
It's like a big carriage. It's not fancy, but it's large enough. So Sphaxy says, well, that was an interesting night.
Yeah, you could say that again.
You did your jobs adequately, though I am somewhat disappointed you couldn't save Jezere.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit... Did you know that something like this was going to happen? Or are you just really, really calm right now? Because a lot of people were kidnapped.
Yes, well, there's no point in getting too excited about these things, but I am upset if you cannot tell.
I can't really tell if you're anything ever, Sphaxy. My lord Sphaxy. You are a hard person to read, is all.
That's the way I prefer it to be. In any case, things are afoot. We were suspicious that there was some schism in the Zenfire, but it is not the case. The Zenfire have been infiltrated. It is,
Oh,
difficult to say because they are such well-trained employees of mine. That
okay,
if
so
this has happened to them,
you do run the Zenfa then. You are their master?
they work for me.
Oh,
They are my personal guard
oh,
and network.
ah.
Well, it seems some players that have heretofore been unforeseen have stepped into the arena, and now things are different. I've spoken to Lady Ladretti, and though she is a pious woman and traditional, she has agreed that we will no longer be doing any of the preparatory traditional gatherings for the wedding. The wedding will take place, but for everyone's safety, we've decided to keep everybody at their own homes for the time being. So, my tasks for you have been interrupted, and I need you, if you're willing, to take on new roles.
Like new wedding party, like kill some people.
Find some people, and yes, if you can, kill
yeah.
them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, like find a Zenfa. Explain it. I'll just sit back. Yeah.
Well, let me explain. So, the Zenfar have been infiltrated by, well, fey creatures and powerful magics that have taken over their minds. It seems that there's also been a concerted effort to infiltrate a number of the, how would you put it, upper crust cults, if you will. The cults here are sometimes more for show than anything else, but it seems they have compromised some of the families in the city.
Well, why now of all times?
I don't exactly know. It is a good question, and I hope that you can help me figure that out. There are indications that this is connected to the Black Sabbath.
Not the Black Sabbath.
Now, everyone can roll a history check if you like. Jingus, you don't have to. Your butt puckers so sharply it's nearly audible when he says that.
Ooh.
I got a
Oh,
12.
dear.
Got a 14. I mean, got a 14.
18?
18. Okay, so Jack, you know this.
What's Jack's butt do?
There's a tingle that goes up your spine, and you get goosebumps all over.
Ooh-wee.
The Black Sabbath is actually a cabal of dark wizards that were largely responsible for the Necromancer Wars. Yeah, they had some designs a couple decades ago to take over this continent, but they've been in hiding for since the Necromancer Wars ended.
It cannot be. The Heartwatch drove them back into their dark jungles. They can't be back. It's terrible. Terrible.
Yes.
True. How do you know?
Well, their symbols have been showing up. Their markings, their calling cards, as they are somewhat full of themselves.
Maybe.
But this is different than just politics.
What are
than
their symbols?
People scared. There's a skull with a palm on it.
Yes, the Black Hand of the Black Sabbath. Is it at all possible? Maybe it's just some teens having a laugh.
Tings.
Jack
Well,
B, Mr. B. Mulkin, you are some sort of teen. Would you? Surely this is some sort of street gang
I'm not-
prankery. Yes.
I'm not 30 years old, mate. Like, what you?
What?
Whatever.
You're 13? You're so.
Yeah.
My goodness, you seem so youthful.
Well, you know, on the street, you just got to keep it real. You know.
Wow,
That's what it is.
You make me feel even older than I already am.
Well, I haven't heard, but like I could like talk to Mr. Pebbs or something about it. Maybe you would know. I'm not really sure. I haven't been. And I've been kind of wrapped up with what we've been doing. So.
it is absurd to suggest that a group of teens could infiltrate the Zenfar and take over their minds.
But
That's a
Svexley,
fair
we have
point.
seen little boys at the scene of almost every incident. I guess we did not see any at the ball pit, but perhaps we just did not spot them.
Wait, who?
Oh, little
Who are
boys,
you
I
referring
believe.
to?
There was Mew,
Yes.
Bartholomew, who goes by Mew. Then there was Mew Ferd, his younger brother, who goes
Mewtwo.
by Mewtwo.
Yep,
That's
yep.
right.
Ah, yes. The stable boys. They disappeared as well. We did have eyes on them.
Wait, you're telling
But
me
they're
there's like a
gone.
distinct possibility that those kids were responsible for this?
They may
some
be
way.
related. They may be in the fold, as it were. I'm not sure. What I need you to do is meet with the Mamaxons. They're not involved in any of the cults. They are the best connections that we have. And though they are not quite friendly with the Asastochi, we have some common interest, as it seems one of their boys was killed.
So should we just like go to their door and ask, or like?
No, nothing so obvious. No, I would need you to rest up this evening. I have it set up that you should meet them at a tavern in the district of their manor.
Hmm.
I believe it's called Himbo's.
Oh,
We know the
Himbo's
place.
Tavern.
Oh, I know him, boss.
I know you know Himbo's.
Right, Sheldon? Yeah?
Oh yeah. Shodan's been just like kind of mumbling to himself and counting off on his fingers, barely paying attention.
Hey,
Um,
Show.
What?
Hey, you all right, Sean?
Yeah.
Did you hear?
What?
Did you hear any of that? Like,
What was that?
did you? Have you been paying attention? Like, what? Do you know what we're
Yeah,
gonna do now?
yeah. Totally. Yeah.
I don't know. You didn't seem that excited about going to Himbo's Tavern, but like, you know.
Oh, I just got I got a lot on my mind, you know. Trying to there's a lot of things going on, and you know.
Nothing that can't be solved without alcohol, right?
Shodan has
I mean-
a girlfriend now.
Wait.
He's-
What?
Got a girlfriend.
I mean, it's not like that. It's like I barely know her, but she's cool. No, it's just
I've seen a man in love. That's a man in love right there.
yeah, whatever. Nope, no, guys, it's not like that.
Oh,
No, I just-
whatever. You know,
it's-
it's fine.
all right,
It's fine.
all right.
Everyone always
We
just,
don't
starts
know.
just
We
shut
don't know
up,
the
and he
truth.
punches you in the arm.
Rowdy as the trout the climax of the Trout Festival approaches. Love is in the air, and
You know what they say about trout, you know. Just
Mhm.
saying.
That's true. I've been told.
Okay, Jinx,
Enough.
don't do that, please.
oh, I was just shaking out my wrist has a bit of a cramp. It's a noise it makes.
That was your wrist.
Yes, some of my bones were turned to jelly in the dungeons of the necromancers.
I can see why you don't like the Black Sabbath.
No, they're terrible. I would sooner die than be imprisoned again.
Now understand me, when the Black Sabbath last were involved with this land, they were trying to raise the dead body of Louis Lou. Can you imagine what would happen should a demigod be controlled by these dark wizards?
Oh,
I mean, I've always wanted to meet the guy, but, you know, I can't be ever
Louis.
with the Black Sabbath. That would just be unfortunate, you know.
Louis Luce was pure. His heart was pure enough that he could gaze upon the heart of Gif itself. There is no chance that they could possibly corrupt his soul. I won't believe it.
But he was corrupted before he took his own life.
What? Is that
What?
true?
So
Is that
roll-
in the
roll
history
his-
books?
Roll history again. And if you have like what is that one? I think it might not be in this edition, but go on.
I got a 22.
Maybe like a
Ooh.
religion check? Or...
Yeah, you can do that too.
Jeremy, I did have one use of bardic inspiration left, so you technically are
I rolled a
inspired.
14. I am inspired. I'm currently...
Mm-hmm.
I didn't use it, though.
I rolled a 4.
All right, so it seems like the only person in the carriage that knows anything about this sort of thing is Sfaxthi Nuxon Buxley. It's kind of a apocryphal text, considering Louis Lou, because he's such a well-regarded and high-esteemed figure in the history of Lamgo. Being, a knight of Gif, being exalted to the point where he had demigod powers. When he did go after the Gragnaks in pursuit of the heart of Gif, in doing so, he ended up actually being driven insane through the whole ordeal and was going to go on a rampage, but had enough wherewithal to murder himself. And that's actually where the Menthagod is, at his site of his suicide. And that's why they built the statue there for him.
Oh my. I've read this, but I didn't realize it was in fact true. How
Yes.
fascinating.
You know, they don't write about that in the limb text. I do not follow the
limbs, the
the-
wrecks. I don't.
the
no,
way of
none
the
of them
wrecked, and
like
perhaps that
this.
is more commonly known there.
Yeah, I did a theater piece on him, and it was all heroic stuff. None of this tragedy.
The dark truth of it all.
It is an apocryphal text, but it is actually what the Black Sabbath based their aims off of. In any case, this cannot come to pass. If they're here again, as their markings would indicate, we're all in grave danger.
Should we not call the central power, the capital, send in the troops if this is possibly true?
There's no time for that.
Surely does the Duke know? Duke Egyptian. If he is not aware, we should let him know.
The Duke is kept from being privy to such matters. It upsets his stomach.
Oh, yes, he does have a very sensitive tum-tum. But I think that's something that sort of, in the grand scheme of, if there's a possible dark wizard, necromancer, invasion, insurgents, whatever coming, then we should be having all of our bases covered.
I understand your concern, but the Duke is not to be bothered by these matters. If you'd like to roll an insight check.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I'm very good at it.
Could I
And
give
what
him
are,
one
what
too?
are the rules on guidancing yourself before just like a mundane? Can I do that?
I think you have to do like a self-high five.
Yeah, Genghis Kringus will just kind of high five himself and guidance on that. I really want to get this one right. Okay, that.
Can I roll as well?
Okay, that's an 18
Sure.
plus. Ooh, okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah, believe it or not, insight is actually like Jack's best stat other
Yeah.
than stealth.
It's
Is,
one of mine. 26.
22.
Oh, okay. You both get the sense that Sfaxthi is holding back some information, but he's also got an edge of violence in his voice should you continue to press about telling the Duke about this. You get the sense that this might just be kind of how it operates in the duchy. Like, the Duke isn't privy to every single thing, even if it's really large.
So you are the one pulling the strings around here. Makes sense.
Excuse me?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's
I
nothing.
farted. That was the sound of me farting. Jack B. Muggin did not say anything.
If I may ask, when we are speaking to the Maxons, what exactly are we trying to get from them?
The Mamaxons are actually, they're cooperating with us. They have information and intel, but they do not want to meet with me.
Why not?
I can be off-putting.
You?
No, certainly not. That's ridiculous.
It's-
Who would ever say such a thing?
That's
It is
absurd.
purposeful.
Maybe off
Oh,
Jello,
of course.
but not
You're
off
doing
pudding.
it perfectly. You're doing exactly what you intend to do at all times, every time.
It is completely unnecessary to suck up to me.
Okay.
Do you appreciate being sucked up to? Despite that,
Do you like it?
Lord Sfaxthi? Never mind. That was me farting again.
He just stares at you blankly, without a hint of emotion or expression on his face.
Just how he intends to come across.
Mhm.
Well, you said something about taking a rest before tomorrow. I think that is a
Yes.
splendid idea.
We are headed back to my manor. You will rest there, protected by my men, trustworthy men.
Mm.
I have culled the herd in certain regards, as they would say.
Oh.
So, the carriage is just gonna wind its way over to the Duke's castle, and you're ushered into the to Sfaxi's manor. same decor as always, unwelcoming stone pillars and not a whole lot of stuff going on. Very minimalist and even brutalist in its structure. But you're shown to, you're shown to rooms, and there are guards positioned outside of each room.
Oh, so we're all separated.
You're not forced to be separated. At this point, Sfaxi has
There's
left.
one bed for everyone. We have to share.
The rooms are much better than Jingus's normal sleeping habits. Actually, not bad at all. The beds are somewhat comfy. The rooms are a bit chill, but everything's furnished well.
There's manacles attached to the walls that have stains on them. Very welcoming. Very friendly.
Bones everywhere.
That's only if you
Sconces
look.
made
It's
of bones.
there are like there are places on the walls. If you look hard enough, you will see that like it looks like there used to be something like set in there that would be an anchor point for torture devices, but they've been removed. These are now just guest quarters.
Genghis
Each guest
Kringus
quarter
is
comes with a free dead goblin.
praying to Jiff.
There's a trachea flute in every nightstand.
So you've been given your assignment. You're free to do whatever you want for the rest of the night, but he did suggest that you would need your rest.
Is there a place I can clean myself of all that rich filth?
Like if you would like, you can ask for a bucket of water and a rag.
A wash pan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
We're not going to do a bath scene with everyone.
Well, I have a bucket with your name on it.
Well, it is my name. It's Sfaxi's bucket.
I just wonder, is there bottle
do.
service here? Now that we're in a more palatial establishment.
One of the guards does a short chuckle before zipping back up.
I will take that as a yes, and he's on his way to get me a drink.
No, he doesn't even turn your way. He just kind of like chuckles and then scoffs.
So these guys are like Zenfa, right?
These guys are actually the guards that you would have seen originally, or they have the same garb as those that were in the torture chamber that you woke up in with with the hoods on your heads. So they're all in black. They've got the masks that cover half of their face, the bottom half of their face, so you can't see their mouths, just the top of their heads.
One of them is bald.
Yeah, two of them are actually bald.
Oh.
One of them looks like it was bald on, just on purpose, like it was shaved, and the other one looks like, it's got that natural line where you're like, oh, okay, yeah, you did this because you lost it all up top.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me, sirs,
Mm-hmm.
but are you by any chance, Zenfa?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Are you specifically the ones who kidnapped us?
No.
Insight.
Insight check. Oh, that's a 3. That's not gonna get me anywhere.
That's an 11.
I'd compliment you, but I'm all out of inspiration.
It's okay.
You're no longer inspiring.
I'm all out of inspiration and beverages.
You do seem a little deflated, Bugbear.
Yeah, it probably is best that I just hit the hay.
Well, you should be ecstatic. Your rival was kidnapped by people who were probably going to sacrifice him to some dark god.
I mean, it's not that I'm upset about that, but I don't necessarily wish death upon him. I just, don't want him to be the leading man of Lambgo anymore. Anyway, I'm sure he's fine. I'm going to get a good night's sleep and think about it.
Yeah, for anybody looking into the inner workings of the guards, into their minds, you just get a sense that they're hard to read and not really into talking to you.
That's fair, I get that.
Do they give me a bucket of water though?
Oh yeah. One comes back. It's a clean rag and a clean bucket of water.
Cool. I rag wash myself. Little sponge bath.
Yeah, you don't want to be itchy in the morning, you know?
I just
Yeah.
pressed to digitate myself.
I just, it's more of like a. I'm like scrubbing my arm.
Meanwhile, Magic is removing all of the dirt off of Bugbear.
I rub a Brillo pad against my scales. A dry Brillo pad.
They get a nice sheen to them, actually.
Yes, a
from
nice
this.
sickly sheen, my normal color.
Vomit yellow.
Yeah. So, if you want to do anything, now's the time. Otherwise, you can take your long rest and get all your stuffs back.
Oh, yes, Genghis Kringus will drink his potion of health and fall asleep on the floor.
Chingy sleepy.
Oh, Genghis is...
Yeah, after washing, Jack will just lie down, go to sleep.
Yes, Faxi will just prepare his spells and then go to Betty Pie.
Nice.
I'm all out of sending. Yep, I
What?
gotta go to bed. Oh, I was checking to see if I have sending available.
Any messages before
Yeah.
you drift off?
But
Did you?
I don't, so I'm just gonna go to sleep.
It's too bad. The night passes smoothly. Like you'll have some fits and starts throughout the night just because you are in a ex-torture chamber in Faxty's manor, and it's occasionally got a sound that comes through that's not all that wholesome or welcoming, and it'll disturb you, but it doesn't actually disrupt your sleep. So you wake up in the morning feeling pretty good. When you all come out of your chambers, you are greeted by Faxty in his normal garb. He's not hooded. He greets you. Good morning.
One by one, like does he do little house calls to each of our doors?
Well, your doors all got knocked on at the same time.
Oh,
But he does wait until everyone comes out into the hallway before saying anything.
I just poke my head out.
Jack is like standing there, just like scratching his belly.
That's fair.
I don't want.
Bugbear's ears are both just like flopped over completely. They're not
Does he have a-
perky yet.
All right, are you ready?
What? We going now?
Yes.
Should I change it to something more subtle?
Still wearing.
I'm still dressed in the fashionable garb of the Lamgo upper crust.
Yes, something a little less recognizable, perhaps, would be a good idea.
Very well.
I'll put my hood on.
Do you need me to furbish new clothes?
Oh no, I will find whatever is available in the room I was sleeping in.
I'll take a look at what you got.
Yeah, what fashion choices do I have here?
All right, so he just directs you to follow one of the guards to a room about 20 feet down the hall.
Trust me, once you've done community theater, you'll wear anything.
It's the room is basically just a wardrobe closet that has like guards uniforms. It also has some regular linens for like servants, just normal maid and butler attire, though it's not butlers, but like errand boys. So simple shirts, simple pants.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's
Well, when I
some
said
robes if
anything,
you
I
want.
meant,
I'll
It's like browns and grays.
probably go for a gray robe with butler attire underneath.
All right.
Jack just takes off the suit jacket, like the tux jacket and the cravat and whatever, and just wears the shirt that he was wearing before under it.
The sleeveless shirt.
Yeah, and the oh yeah, because he tore off the sleeves of the jacket too. I forgot about that. Yeah, so the sleeveless shirt and dress pants.
Oh, yeah, I'm still wearing Valkyrie clothes.
Everyone's makeup's all smeared, except for Jack. 'cause
If
he
I wear
washed
this
it.
god garb, am I gonna look like real tough, or are people gonna know like, oh, don't mess with him, or are people gonna be like, what the fuck are you wearing?
What's your question? If you wear the garb of the guards, will
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have attention brought to you?
Yeah.
Does it look like you would? And he points at a guard.
I just mean, so would it give me sort of any sort of status or authority, anything like that? Would it make me off-putting?
The idea is to not be noticed. Status
Oh.
doesn't matter when you're not noticed.
All right, why not give it a try? Put on the god garb.
All right, great. Once you have all gotten dressed in not so garish clothing, he leads you down a set of corridors, down and down and down. You get the sense it's below ground at this point, to a station, basically, that has a few different carriages. And he instructs you to get into one of the carriages. And you're led out of these doors that go into a tunnel that's pretty much all darkness, except for occasional sconces that have a torch held in them. And this winds around in a direction where you've completely lost sense of where you are, or how you would be oriented, until it comes out.
Is that true for somebody with like 300 feet of dark vision?
It's I mean, like, you could roll some kind of
I will.
intelligence check if you want to.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. The issue is not that it's in darkness. The issue is that it's a purposely circuitous path. And so you're just kind of disoriented when all of a sudden path sort of like comes around a bend and you see light coming from outside, and you're in an area that is somewhat wooded. You have moved out of the main section of town and are pointed back towards town, because you can see it down the road. There's like down the hill you can actually spot the different districts ahead of you. So you're heading into the what is it, the what's the name of the fucking market?
Menthagod?
The Mentha
No, not the Menthagod. The Jibjamal. The Jibjamal.
The Jim Jamal.
The Jibjamal market. Yeah. You're heading towards there, and the cart stops in front of Himbo's. Door opens up. One of the guards, and they're all just like looking off into the distance.
Jack like immediately jumps to his feet, hops out, and is like, "I'm home," and then runs into the store as fast as he can.
Nice. Shadan's close, hot on your heels, but not as excited.
Yeah, Bugbear's right behind Shodan.
Sfaxi will leave the carriage. He'll put his hood up with his eyes narrowed, looking up and down the street, and then scurry into Himbo's.
Genghis Kringus will simply walk on in. He did keep the cane, the diamond-encrusted cane that he had.
Oh,
So
nice,
he's
nice.
Still using that.
The one you were doing the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
The bit where I did try to do the flip.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well, that's cool. You're like mostly nondescript, and then have a like sparkly cane. When you open the door to the tavern, you notice that it's pretty early in the morning. You got your normal morning drunks and some dock hands. Some of the Pebsons are hanging around. They like lift their heads and just give you a little chin nod and go back. Yeah, exactly. Throw up some
gang
signs.
sign?
I give him the pea, the Pebs.
The Pumblebee.
The pea?
The Pumblebee.
I walk past him. I say, "Hey, what's up, Dawkins?"
Oh! Genghis Kringus clutches his chest.
What is wrong with you?
I think I just felt a disturbance in my arteries. Oh!
We're trying to be subtle.
I'm sorry, I just felt all of a sudden the urge to die. Oh, but I resisted it. It's okay. We're all right now. Oh dear.
Oh man, I'm all out of underwear and I have a date tomorrow. What am I gonna do?
Dad, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Dad, you can't go on a date without underwear.
Oh well, if only there was something I could do to resolve this.
I mean, have you tried looking in your backup drawer?
The dog got to the backup drawer last week.
Oh, Dad, I think you need your undies.
Your undies? What's that?
Your undies, Dad. You haven't heard of your undies? Oh my God. Sometimes I'm like, where have you been all these years? Like, you haven't been around. Dad, you haven't been around. I know she yells at you, and she's always, in her liquor cabinet. But Dad, you're still together.
Son, it's complicated sometimes. Your mother and I don't really get along. She didn't like how dirty my underwear always was.
This was a marriage of convenience.
Dad, you've needed your undies for a long time.
Well, how do I get it?
You literally just leave your undies outside, and then the undie smith comes and he'll give you your undies, but your undies.
Wow. That sounds so easy and convenient.
Dad, it's so easy that you could have done this 20 years ago and divorced Mom.
Just roll the jingle.
When your underwear gets old and gray, there's someone you should call today. Crusty and stiff, stained with shit, the undie smith can reforge it. Just grab your undies off the floor, leave 'em outside your front door. The undie smith will come tonight to make those undies new and bright. Your undies, praise be to the undie smith. You know, son, I'm starting to think the undie smith could be what really is what I need. What did I just say? What really is what I need?
To note, okay, so you have for Bugbear, Jack, and for Shodan, you recognize a lot of the people in there. You're regulars. You're not. It's not weird at all. Except there are a couple parties that are unexpected. So there seems to be an Earth Genasi and a Tiefling who are playing a little bit of b-ball, which is the fantasy equivalent of foos. And there's a lone half elf sitting at the bar by themselves, and in the far corner you see like this one guy who's just got like wavy brown hair and an eye patch and a big wide brim hat that he's wearing inside.
Pirate Jesus.
and he's got like a blue suit. It looks like a modern suit by our standards, which just is kind of weird.
Kind of like my my attire yesterday.
Not exactly a zoot suit. It's but more like a modern style suit. It's no shirt, just
Gotcha.
Lounging around, and he's got like a number of women around him. And
What
there's
number?
mugs all over the table.
What number?
What number?
Like 4.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Yeah, four women there.
Four whole
Like
Um,
one more than three.
Yeah, it is. That is. Yeah, but one less than 5. You know.
that's fair.
Not quite 5. Yeah.
Um,
A sex of women.
And to note, this guy is like by his table is one of the most ridiculous tridents you've ever seen. It's like a Buster sword, like
Yeah.
yeah, it's like it's the trident version of that.
This is a Final Fantasy ass trident right here.
Exactly.
This entire character
Um,
is kind of a Final Fantasy ass
Yeah.
character.
This is a Final.
I
This is a Final Fantasy ass villain right here.
I would like to meet him.
Well, I mean, like the world is your oyster.
Are you Mamaxin? Are you from the Mamaxins? Which one of you is the Mamaxins we're supposed to be meeting?
You're just saying that loudly to the
Yes, but with
the
a hood,
room.
with my hood up.
Jack is
at
the bar already, by the way.
Yeah.
I thought
Okay,
we
nice.
were supposed
So
to be
Shoten.
I think
subtle.
this is a good place to use some enhanceability.
I am being subtle. I have my hood
Let's
up.
do.
You yelled. Oh, never mind. It's
What?
would you like me to wave my cane about so that we can attract more attention?
We're not trying to attract attention.
But you just did that.
Yes, but they don't know
I'm
who I am because
confused.
I have my hood up.
Oh, I see. That was I should do the same.
Yes.
Genghis Kringus will put his hood up.
I'm gonna walk up behind Sfaxty and just say, "Hey, you know what? I think you're gonna need this." I give him a couple shoulder pats and cast
How?
enhanceability. Sorry if it was painful.
Sfaxty dies.
Give you Eagle Splendor, giving you advantage on charisma checks.
Great.
When you mention the Mamaxins, you get the Earth's Genasi and the Tiefling kind of like stop playing and look over at you, and then the half elf at the bar turns around on his stool and just nods. Shoten and Jack and Bugbear. Bugbear, were you weren't at the bar, but Jack was at the bar, and
Yeah.
so was Shoten.
That was by Sfaxty.
The tavern owner comes out. It's Himbo. Himbo is a rather large Loxodon. Kind of squeezes through the back of
Himbo, what
the
you
bar.
doing, mate?
Well, if it isn't Jack and Shonen. Oh, Bugbear! Hello.
Oh, hi. So much.
Are you
for
in here
discretion.
for some libationes?
We're
I
actually being
know.
discreet.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh.
yeah, we're trying to be.
Well, that's
I yell across the bar.
what. What?
That's
That's
why
an
I'm wearing
interesting
this
thing to
ridiculous
yell.
god garb.
I apparently did not learn the true definition of the word discretion.
Yeah, but like about the libations, yeah.
Yeah. And he just
What you got?
like, would you like something aside from the regular?
I mean, I'm in a special mood today. Honestly, like I've never
Mm.
been here this early. Actually, no, I have,
He's-
but usually because I stayed over the night. You know what I'm saying? But whatever you
He
want to hit me
sets
with.
down the 2 steins he already had in his hand. He's like, what are you having?
I don't know what's different. What have I not have yet?
And he thinks about it for a little bit. There's not a whole lot. This is a pretty simple place. He's like, well, I got some new wine. If you're in,
I'll take it.
all right, okay. And Shoten's just like, I'll just have the ale.
Yeah, I'll have
And-
my usual.
All right. He puts down 2 tankards of ale, and then he
And a
goes
shot of whiskey.
oh yeah, and the little shot goes right next to it. He goes and he goes over to a cask that's got a little pour spout in it, and he pours into like a regular cup because he
Yeah.
doesn't have nice fancy glasses, just like this red wine. He does a little swishy around and smells it with his Loxodon nose, and makes a little bit of a face like, I don't know. I guess this is good. Puts that in front of you.
All right, how much do I owe you?
On the house.
What?
Himbo, you're the best.
Himbo.
You're the best.
Yeah,
Alright.
well, you guys keep the lights on.
What does it
Take
taste
my-
like?
It needs to breathe a little bit.
I take my shot of whiskey and I cheers your glass with it, and then I drop the shot of whiskey into the beer and just chug it.
Yeah, Shoten does the same, except he doesn't have whiskey.
There we are. Now I'm ready to start my day.
I feel intimidated, so I just down the entire wine, like all of the wine.
You get this tingling sensation in the back of your nose. It's just like, okay, like that was not the way to drink this.
Whoa,
But
okay,
it's
yeah.
not terrible. It's just kind of mediocre.
Can I have the ale now?
Yeah, maybe should I stick to the
Sure.
usual?
Yeah.
Why not just
Of
turn
course.
Cockney, Jack?
You always do this when you get drunk.
I know.
Yo,
Come in here
it's-
1 second at the bar with you, and I'm talking like you. It's
yeah.
ridiculous.
As the actor in
Smacksy.
you.
It is.
Snacks
All right,
there.
back to my normal.
Yes. What is it, Gringus?
What is going on?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
Here we are trying to be subtle, and they're drinking. What
Well,
is
should
this?
Hey,
we
so
join
Himbo. Himbo.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's going on?
hey, real discreet, like, cover us with your ears.
Oh, sure. And his ears like kind of bend forward. What are you? That's not that discreet when we're having a public secret conversation.
They're all
But
drunk anyway. You heard any Mamaxon boys come in here?
What?
You heard the name Mamaxon?
Excuse me. Sphaxy like wiggles himself into the ear huddle.
the ear huddle.
I think that half elf is one of the Maxons.
Oh, the one
Yeah.
right there next to us at the
That one
bar?
right over
Yeah,
there.
he's right there. He nodded.
Oh.
Actually, so the Mamaxons are a well-known family, and they do live in this district. Not that they would generally deign to, present themselves in himbos as it's kind of, working class compared to what they would normally be into, but they're well known.
Yeah, they're posh.
And you can tell by his dress that he's pretty well to do, so it would make sense that this seems to be the Mamaxon you're supposed to meet.
Anyway, enjoy your ear huddle. I'll wriggle out.
That's
Here's
our
that guy,
friend.
right over there.
It's our friend.
Hey, could I get the ale though? No, I could use some ale.
We can get out of the huddle, by the way. We don't have to do this anymore.
All right. Ears flat back, and he produces the 2 tankards that he had initially set down. Just puts them back.
Yeah.
These, the beer's kind of flat.
Yeah, but
That's why you're getting it for free.
it's the it's the Jack special. It's two
2 free flat ales.
flat ales. That's my special. That's my regular.
What a regular
I-
deal.
I down both.
Excellent. So the apparently the Mamaxon is like staring at all of you, just kind of like,
What are you looking at? I'm just playing with you, mate. Look, whatever.
wait, are you?
Whoa, I'm drunk. I've never. No,
I come up to him
haven't.
on the other side.
Right.
Hey.
At this point, a couple bowls of stew are produced onto the counter. He's like,
you're the best.
slow it down, boys. It's
Jingus,
not even noon.
Yes.
I'm not really sure how this spiraled out of control so quickly.
The world of the young is. I can't understand it.
This
It's
is
so
very outside my comfort zone.
moves so quickly.
And Bugbear is older than you, though, right?
Yeah, I'm almost
Yes.
I'm in my 50s.
I like to imagine that we're having this private air quote conversation right in front of the half elf as well, while you guys are just conversing.
All of this was within
We're
earshot.
all
even
just
though,
like surrounding him.
even our discreet ear conversation.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he's looking at you, and he's got a confused look on his face, like just very odd. And he's like, "Did Sphaxy send you?"
Yeah.
His name
Really?
is Faxty.
Well, it's a common name, but you know who I'm
Yeah.
talking about, right?
hmm That's why I'm wearing his
Yes.
God. God.
God.
Sorry.
God.
Uh,
That's a funny word.
yes. And he turns to Sphaxy. He's like,
I do a little finger
right.
wave. Hello, I am
Hi.
Sphaxty Nuxon Buxley. On behalf of Sphaxty,
No one knows his last name, actually.
Yes, I was thinking about it, but I couldn't. There was not. I know
That
there's a
pause was
Svaxley Morrison.
fantastic.
Some people say Egyptian, but he's not part of that family.
He has a brother named
He
Saxhorn.
does have a brother named Saxhorn,
Yes,
but they're not on good terms.
with good reason,
No.
too.
Do you know the reason?
Oh, yes. It's considered fairly well knowledge amongst the upper crusts.
Ooh, can I guess? Is it a romantic thing?
No.
Gross.
He's just kind of uncouth, embarrassing, as it were.
I suppose
I'm
he
sorry
wouldn't
to
be the sort of
disappoint.
person who would associate with anyone embarrassing in any way whatsoever.
Certainly
Certainly wouldn't put them in his wedding party.
Definitely not.
strange things are afoot, so perhaps there's been a change of heart recently. And he looks at Bugbear and Jack.
Strange things are afoot.
Jack is like
Feet are
has his
indeed
head on the
strange.
bar and is at like eye level with the top of the bowl of soup and is just like staring at it.
Jack, I was under the impression that you were a heavy drinker. What's
Well,
going on here?
I've had
No,
like 3 already.
This is how he does. He's a very quick metabolism, so he'll get really drunk, pass out, wake up, do it all again. He does this like 5 times a day.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's very entertaining.
I've never drinking alcohol.
You should try it.
Yeah, you want some?
No. What's your
In my
name, by the
younger
way?
days, I did.
Oh, my name is.
That's
Well,
an
that's an
odd
interesting
name.
name.
Is that common?
Sorry, I just got
A hard one
Sorry.
to
bug in my throat.
Is that your last name?
just got a grung in your throat right
His
there.
last name is Mamaxon, so
Chillin.
Oh, right. We knew that.
Chillin?
Chalin.
Chalin.
Jalen
Yes.
Mamaxon.
Just Jalen?
Chalin. Chalin Mamaxon.
Chalin Mamaxon.
And, you are Svaxley.
Knox and Buxley.
Yes.
Mhm.
And you, and he points to Genghis.
No, I am Genghis Kringus, Royal Alchemist to the Duke Egyptian.
Oh, yes.
I'm 43.
You don't look it.
Oh, well, thank you.
And are these your acquaintances?
Which one?
And he points to Bugbear and Jack and
Oh,
Shogun.
yes.
That's Bugbear Cumberbunny. He's the second best actor in all of Lamgo.
Oh, yes, I do recall.
Some say best. It's not all that say second. In fact,
You
some of the
know-
best reviewers say first sometimes.
Well, you might be the
They
best
did,
now
anyway.
if he's dead.
Yeah.
My
I mean,
aunt thinks the world of you.
really?
Yes.
Oh, tell me more. Tell me
Oh.
more about your aunt.
She's just an appreciator of the theater, has always been a fan.
Well,
Says Daphius has nothing on you.
you know, your aunt is she's a good lady. Tell her next time I star in a show that she can have front row seats. I'll go
Oh.
comp tickets. Yep.
I certainly will.
Tell and to tell more people what she told you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, why are we here?
I have some information.
Oh, yeah.
I am going to set you up with my associates. And he snaps a little bit. And the Earth Genasi and the Tiefling look over, and he just kind of beckons them over. And they come up, and he says, These are friends of the family. This is Relags, as he points to the Air Genasi. And this is Algul, as he points to the Tiefling.
Hi, how you doing?
Pleasure.
Chalin says, let's move to a corner that's a little bit more out of the way. And he stands up and starts walking over into a corner.
I'll follow.
Great.
I'll follow
Uh,
Jalen.
Jack is asleep on the counter.
cool.
Okay.
Don't worry, he'll be up in about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll fill him in on anything that you have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Shoten accompanies you.
It's really impressive. He's gonna be sober, like completely sober.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does it all the time. Classic Jack. So you go over and you sit down in the corner, and Chaylin Mamaxon says to you that he's like, well, we have been noticing differences in just those decorative cults that the families, the other merchant families in the area seem to be involved in.
Yes.
Usually these things are more of just like a way to have fun in a subtly dark manner, but things have gotten odd. People disappearing, showing up dead.
Just like your son, brother, cousin, nephew.
My brother.
Brother.
Yes, Max.
Max Mamaxon,
Yes.
who is dead.
Thank you for reminding me.
He
It's
died
not but
smooching with a pretty girl, from what I hear, so it wasn't all bad.
no. No, that didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you're meaning Lenora.
No, I don't know if that's what I mean. I'm just going off the testimony of a stable boy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Found at the scene of the crime.
that's odd.
A
Bartholomew.
Who goes by
Also
Mew.
known as Mew.
Yes.
Yes.
Not to be confused with Mewtwo.
His brother.
Mewford.
Right. Well, I don't know anything about any stable boys. But I do know a thing or two about my brother, and he did not have romantic intentions for Lenora.
That's good. Sfaxley would have
He
killed him,
didn't,
probably.
Mm-hmm. Or
Yes.
worse.
Yes.
Killed
In
him
fact,
and
Max was
killed
the
him
one
again.
looking into all of the odd behavior of the different families recently. When we had heard he had been killed, we assumed it had been one of them, the Assistoci or the Egyptians, but it doesn't seem to be that way. Seems there are other forces at play. I'm sure Sfaxley told you that we have seen signs of the Black Sabbath.
No.
He filled us in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We have had dark rumors down at the docks. And
Doc rumors.
I knew
Dark
he was going
rumors.
to say that.
stolen boats and rumors of ghosts. There have been shadowy figures milling about late at night.
Was it like a single occurrence or multiple occurrences of this?
Multiple.
Okay, good.
Good?
Never mind.
Mm.
It just means they're more likely.
Mm.
Never mind.
He gives you a sideways look like, what the hell are you talking about?
Hmm.
In any case, I need you to accompany Al Ghul and Relax outside of town to investigate some clues or threads that we've been pulling at. There's been rumors of gatherings near the base of Mount Playa. This seems like it would actually be the most likely place for the gatherings of the Black Sabbath, as that was their base of operations during the Necromancer Wars.
Oh.
Yes, oh.
I'm sorry, I think I might have just had a stroke. What did you just say?
He said we're gonna go with Relax to the Playa Mountain.
Oh.
Relics, and Al Ghul.
Ah,
The Relics is a big, stout, but very, thick person. Gray skin, no hair, kind of just granite face. He just kind of nods.
Thick.
Yeah, we'll accompany you. We know the paths. And the tiefling's like, yep, we'll
so
be
we're
good
going,
to go.
We are going to the Black Sabbath's base of operations?
Yeah, that's the plan, right?
There's
Al Ghul says.
Genghis Kringus just stares into the middle distance.
I mean, we got to confirm these things. It's not proven yet. Could be pranks. Could be, like with the festival and the wedding coming up.
So you got any other leads, or is that the main? You're pretty sure it's that. Is that our biggest lead right now?
Well, Jalen says, well, there's been quite a lot of activity down there. Fires, dancing, rituals, that sort of thing. Generally, Mount Playa is off limits. So it just stands to reason that this is something to check out. But it is, we suspect, dangerous because of all of the happenings that have been going on. What with last night, the kidnappings and various murders. I've been given a vote of confidence by Sfax of your capabilities. Apparently, he is somewhat impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why is he impressed?
Oh, you handled his members of his secret police with ease, is what I heard.
Okay. Yes. We did great.
Did you not? I mean...
No, many people were kidnapped.
Oh.
We did protect a couple people.
Then I don't know. He assured us of his confidences. But...
No, they're well placed. They're well placed.
Okay. He doesn't... Now he's a bit like... I'm not sure now. After the drunken display and the surprise from Sfax, Nux and Buxley, it seems like he starts looking around like...
I suppose we're kind of his only option if he doesn't trust his own secret forces anymore.
That might be the case. Instead of hinting at the damaged reputation of the Zenfai, he's decided to give you compliments. So perhaps that's it. In any case,
I walk over to Himbo, or I get his attention, and I point
what's up?
I point to Jack, and then I just gesture like the shape of a bowl. I think it's time.
A shape
of a bowl, like a bowl of soup, as if to imply it's time for his soup. I think he's going to wake up soon.
He has a bowl of cold soup already in front of him that he was staring at before he passed out. But if you think he needs another one, like he gets a warm bowl of soup and puts it right up against Jack's cheek. Maybe that'll help.
Hey, rise and shine.
What's happening?
We're gonna go to a mountain. And you gotta wake up.
Bugbear, it's great to see you.
You too, buddy. You too.
Thanks for the soup.
It's hot soup. Mm-hmm.
Downs the whole thing, scalds his mouth.
Bud.
Thanks
it never
as always.
ceases to amaze me.
Thanks as
You're
always.
welcome.
One sec. He drops down, like below the bar as he usually does, and carves Jack was here into it next to the 300 other Jack was here's. Good as always, Bug. Whatever. See you later, Himbo.
All right. I hate it when you do that, but all right.
I know you love
See ya.
it. What we doing? What's happening? How long was I out? What day is it?
Oh, it's the same day. You just it's actually like 15 minutes later.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We're gonna go to a mountain. Genghis and Sfax still talking to him. We're gonna go to a mountain though, and apparently that's where the base is for the Black Sabbath. So yeah, I think we're gonna head out like now and follow his friends are gonna come with us.
Sweet, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. If that's what you want to do, Chalen stops you. He's like, well, we can set you up with mounts, and it does take a couple days to get
Days?
to Playa.
Days?
If you're going by foot, oh yes.
Oh, well, we have to be back in time for the wedding.
We have to be back in 2 days.
You're going to have to travel fast then. Okay. And he's like, well, we can set you up with a couple of our larger birds.
Are you
Come
saying
again?
we can ride birds?
Yes.
Is that an option on the table?
If you need, yes. But
Okay.
And I will climb on that table.
it's not for the faint of heart.
No faint of heart here.
Okay. And he looks at Sphaxy. It's like,
I'm
Okay,
weak of
well.
stomach. That's what I am.
weak of stomach. Great. So if you want to leave the tavern and head over to the Mamaxon estate, we can do that.
While this conversation's happening, Jack is gonna start kind of taking note of how the Final Fantasy character is reacting to all this, because he's still here and most likely heard all of it, right?
He's heard tidbits, for sure, because he has looked up on occasion.
Does he seem
Especially
tidbits too.
Does he seem actively interested right now?
not really. He's more just drinking heavily and flirting with the women around him.
Oh yeah, okay. Maybe a bit
Yeah,
distracted.
for the most part. But when you said Jack earlier, he looked up and like had a little wry smile before going back.
Okay,
to,
wait. Insight
the
on
ladies.
that.
Yeah.
24.
Oh, well, yeah, when you said Jack, he looked up. like what?
Does he know me? Do I know him?
That or
You-
it's his name.
Oh.
You've never seen this guy before,
No,
but
Jack's
he
a very uncommon name.
It's
There's
very
no other
uncommon.
Jacks.
Not like Sfaxy.
Yeah, Sfaxty. That's everybody's name is Sfaxty.
Mm-hmm.
right. It is an uncommon name, but it seemed to trigger a response or just a heads up briefly.
Okay, yeah.
Something wrong, Jack?
Does he react again?
If you said it loud enough for him to hear, he's got his one eye that's not in the eye patch, like kind of now just set on you two. And his head just kind of
I,
cocks to the side.
Jack, am doing pretty well. I think. I look at him again.
Yeah, he's still looking at you like, what the?
Sfaxley, who had gone outside, pokes his head back in. He's like, Bugbear, Jack, what are you doing?
Yes, it is Jack.
We're going to ride some birds. What's going on?
Oh, sorry. Jack's like.
We're looking for Black Sabbath. We have a timetable.
I'm just staring at this guy and saying Jack now. Jack. Is your
Do
name
you-
Jack?
Close. It's Jack. It's Jack.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, it's
The
a different
J-
name. Completely different name. Never mind, sorry to bother you. Have fun with your ladies. Bye-bye.
Oh,
I
all
give
right.
like a little curt bow and then just leave.
He just thought he was hearing his name when it was actually yours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Classic.
It's pretty uncommon though. You got an old family or something?
Yeah, kinda. No, I don't know my family.
Interesting. What's your
Maybe.
last name?
Muggin.
Huh. All right. Yeah. See ya. Bye. He very abruptly turns his attention away from you.
Yeah, I'm like in the doorway. Like, yeah, bye.
Sfaxley
Yeah.
from down the street is like, Jack, what are you doing?
Sorry. Yeah, don't worry about it.
We have to go find Black Sabbath.
Oh, yeah. What was that again?
We have to find Black Sabbath.
Oh, yeah. I'll be right there. I jog over, follow.
Great. So if you follow Shaylin and company, they bring you up to the estate. It's a really nice place. The Mamaxons are actually very old money. compared to the Astochi or the Egyptians. They've been wealthy for a long, long time. They just never got into the aphrodisiac trade, which apparently is just crazy. But it's well established. It's very nice grounds. The carved topiary of various animals, and it's all red brick and white columns, and just swanky as fuck. They lead you to the stables, and then beyond the stables to an area that's kind of a large pen, like a large penned area that has a number of larger fowl walking around. And he summons the bird stable hand. He's like, Juju, come, we have to saddle up a few birds. And there's a couple different options for birds. They can be like single riders, or you can do a 2-person bird. There's even a rock that would
Like a stone?
no, ROC.
Pioneers used to ride those babies for miles.
What?
Oh, it's from SpongeBob. Never mind. Ignore me.
Is the 2-person option like side by side or like motorcycle style?
Motorcycle style.
What do these birds look like?
So the single person ones, those they're like falcons basically, but just oversized. And the 2-seaters are giant eagles. And the rock actually looks just like a giant crow. Like huge. Could fit 4 or 5 people on it.
Just like Dwayne.
Side by side.
My mental
or
journey with this
motorcycle
with this
style?
rock, Hayden. First it was a rock, now it's the rock.
Yo, that's a big rock. I think we gotta I think we can all fit on that rock, right? Right?
So with you 4, and yes, you 4 can all
Well, it's
fit
5
on the
of us.
rock.
Plus
5,
the
right?
2 shot.
Yes, you 5 can ride on the rock. There's enough space for that, and we'll just have Al Ghul and Relags on their own steeds.
What an intimidating creature. Does it have a name?
Oh, this one? And they point to the rock.
Yes.
This one's Balanis.
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 Mm-hmm. And when you say the name, the giant head kind of like swivels, and one of the eyes, it's all black, but you can tell that it like rotates in your direction really abruptly.
Sphaxi stares into its eye.
What are the other ones' names?
Wait, when it turns and looks at when the eye locks on Sphaxi, does the eyebrow go up? Does does he do kind of like one of these with the eyebrow up when he's staring at Sphaxi?
Yeah, a little bit of that.
Okay,
a little
good.
bit of a head cock.
Yeah. Good.
It's just, you can kind of tell there might be like an inclination to want to eat you, but it's a well-trained bird, so it just kind of shudders a little bit and arranges itself. Great.
You are like the god of the skies.
Yes, he's actually very impressive. These animals were worshipped as gods by more primitive cultures.
Really?
Yes, different forms of them were called thunderbirds. They were actually rumored to ride the storms, and lightning would come from their wings. I think it's all myth, but
Can they get us there and back in less than a day?
well, I would think that this one could get you there in a couple hours.
We'll take it.
All right.
Wait, and then Relax and Al Ghul are going to come with us too?
Yes. Though
Are your birds fast enough to get there, or they all fly the same speed roughly?
these animals are trained. so they can work as a unit. So it actually would take maybe a little longer. Not much longer, though.
Well, so long as we're back by the wedding, I suppose it doesn't really matter.
Well, if you find anything useful that can help us in pushing off of this threat, then yes, everything hopefully will go well, and you'll be back before the end of the day, maybe.
Well, then what are we waiting for? Let's go.
All right. Yeah, you saddle up, and it's I want everyone to roll a Constitution check for me.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Wow, this guy.
Natural 1.
Hayden, what happens to be your constitution?
-1.
3.
Constitution.
Unnatural
Plus
20. 20.
12.
All right. So Bugbear. And actually, let me roll for Shodan. Let's see how he does. Not bad. So Bugbear, you kind of have just like this. As the birds start to lift off of the ground, you have this sinking feeling in your stomach, and you feel a little bit queasy, but like it's not anything you can't handle. Maybe you kind of like have to stifle some of the whiskey from coming up, but you hold on to it. Jack, you're fine. you're like you barely even notice. It's just like a party. you're having a dandy time. As far as Jingus and Sphaxi, though, Jingus, you just pass the fuck out. And they have to ground the bird to like
Get a medical team.
make sure that you're secured. Actually, like, oh, what? Nope. They didn't tie you in. They thought you would be able to, like, handle the journey. So now they're actually just like adding rope to your waist and looping it through the harness. And Sphaxi, you rolled a 3. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, you poison breath onto the back of this.
Oh,
so
no, I dragon breath
they-
onto Balanis.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
we're not going to be friends.
No, not immediately. So they ground the bird,
Gotta ground the bird again.
and they get you. they get you off of it as they clean. They're coughing and cleaning the back of the bird in the saddle. And they're like, perhaps one of the smaller birds might be.
I can't look into his eyes. I'm so ashamed of what I've done to you, Balanis.
Yeah, the Balanis turns and just goes.
I'm sorry. I'm
no
weak
big
of
deal, no
stomach.
big deal. I'll prestidigitate a bit of it off. And
What is the breath? Is it like a 6-foot diameter or radius? Is that what it is?
My breath weapon? Well, theoretically, it's a 30-foot line that's 5 foot wide, but I have a DC of 8, and also
Projectile vomiting.
I don't have a good breath weapon, so it's just like a puddle of poison.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of like everybody in the party is covered in it, and
God.
Oh, I don't care about them.
you had a stream that went up like it to the neck of the rock.
I believe I can dodge it.
Probably. I think
While
even
midair.
with like a 1, you would beat my DC.
Oh yeah, and I'm a monk, so don't I like uncanny dodge or whatever?
Can you catch projectile vomiting?
Deflect missiles.
Did the projectile vomit happen while in the air or while grounded?
As the bird was lifting up.
Mhm.
Ah,
We had to
okay,
ground
okay.
twice for 2 ill people.
Well, I try to
Yeah.
prestidigitate it off. Does it help?
Some, you have to take like multiple rounds because it's a wider puddle than the.
Sphaxi?
I didn't realize how tumultuous flying is. I'm sorry. I would have brought some crackers to like ease my stomach.
Well,
Some slightly salted crackers.
We have those actually.
Oh my
says,
Oh my god,
Jalen,
please.
Jalen says we generally use them to feed the birds, but sure. And he like waves a hand and he's like, "Bring some crackers." And you see a big basket comes out. It's got all sorts of well, these are like broken up saltines and what look like buttery crackers, like a Ritz.
Oh no, no butter, no butter. Those I can't handle those.
Well, there's
even the stench
more
of them.
plain. Okay,
Not gonna
I
drown.
can call for
You're
some
not gonna dragon breath in front of
wafers.
bananas. Not again. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Great. It takes about like 10 minutes really just to get everything reset, calm Balanis down, and you try again. This time I'm going to go ahead and have you roll a constitution for me. But I have lowered the DC.
Is this everybody once again?
7.
Do I have to if I'm
17.
unconscious?
Oh.
And my constitution is -2.
10.
Oh my god.
We have to ground him a third time.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you
Oh no.
Yeah, you have the urge to expel your bells once more. I'm going to give you a chance with a dexterity roll to see if you can have the wherewithal mentally and speed to actually spew off to a place that won't affect everybody else.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Roll over a 10, please.
9.
You do your best, but it's one of these things where you're, like in slow-mo, you're like, oh no, and you start arcing your head and it just starts splaying out. So instead of just like a direct line, you just make like an arc that covers the backs of your party's heads and some of the stable hands as well. And they're like, maybe you should try a smaller bird.
How much damage has this done to us?
It depends. You have to roll Constitution.
Oh my god.
It's a Constitution save.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a
I
DC 8.
actually succeeded.
The first one I rolled a 10. Second one I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 20 and a 4. So a 6.
Well, it's 1d10. Half on a save.
I'm gonna say Jingus
Half
probably
on a save?
Mm-hmm.
Jingus probably fails both of those.
Well, if I'm unconscious, would I still even get a save?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
If not, then I'm probably gonna die. There's a good chance.
Hit him.
No, if you go unconscious and get hurt, how much do you have, health wise?
Health?
Yeah,
12.
I see. And
Wait,
what's
total?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Yes.
Shodan would lay on hands for you. So what is the damage for the first one?
Oh, sure. 3.
Okay.
3. All right. And the second for everyone who failed?
9.
Oh. So
All right.
so I have I'm just going to take 12 points in total out of Shodan's lay on hands. He's like, No, seriously, Sphaxy, we can't keep doing this.
I'm not trying. I'm not trying. Are smaller birds less tumultuous?
Well, the
Or are you
Shaylin-
just trying to lower the area of effect that I'll have on people as I continually dragon breath everywhere?
It's a bit of a combination of the two.
Great. Do you have any land birds?
It's just that, like an ostrich.
Here, I'm going to use another spell slot to give you Bear's Endurance. All right. It's going to give you advantage on Constitution
Oh.
checks, and also give you 2d6 temporary hit points.
Oh, that's fun.
It'll last for an hour,
Great.
which is hopefully enough. So there. Now you have advantage on Constitution checks.
Great.
All right. So, if you want to write, here's the deal. So the smaller birds do have the advantage of not setting you up to spew vomit on your party, and their takeoff is a little bit smoother, but their steering is jerky. Whereas the rock's takeoff is a little bit more of it's a big movement at the start, but once he gets going, it's smooth.
Wait, so is he not? He's not going to get on the rock with us?
I mean, we can try again.
No,
Well,
just
if you're
give me
not
one of-
getting on the rock, then I'm not going to give you.
I'll
this
just
spell.
I'll get on a tiny bird.
Okay, then I'm not casting that spell. I'm going to save a spell slot.
I'll
Otherwise
allow
it's
it.
a waste.
And this way you can fly next to Balanus and observe their grace and beauty from the side
Yes.
instead of on top of
I
them.
think it will have to be, and forever will only be from a distance.
All right. So everyone saddled up again.
This is
Right,
taking us an
Sphaxes.
hour.
Sphaxes on the bird by himself.
What's its name and what's it look like?
This one is one of the hawks.
Ah,
So you're on a
yes.
one-seater.
Of course.
It's a very large hawk. And its name is Growly.
Oh, that's fun.
Does it growl?
No.
Why is it called Growly?
It's just a name.
Names have meaning.
Jack is just like aggressively asking a stable boy, "Why is it named Growly?"
Why is it named Growly?
Because that was the name of my teddy bear. He just starts crying and running away.
All right.
All right. One more time. Let's go.
Constitution save?
Constitution. Yes. First, let's go with the folks that are still on the rock.
I'm unconscious still.
5.
If Jingus, if you're passed out still, you don't have to roll.
Yeah, I figured.
10.
I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5?
That's modified. I have a +2. I rolled a 3.
Okay.
We're never
Well,
gonna make it to this mountain.
Bugbear, you're good, but Jack, you lose your soup. You lost your soup.
The smell.
All the ale comes up. It was.
Well, that I can prestidigitate away. I'm
Yeah, that's
sure.
fine.
It's
It's
not
not-
toxic.
it's
so-
not a poison.
Yeah, we'll
It's just.
take care of that.
Can I make
It's
a
just
dex save to try to
embarrassing.
shoot it off the side?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I think we're good. Dex save,
What-
that's like a 27, 26
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
you are aside from being a very skilled drinker, you are also a very skilled puker. I think the two are related. So through your years of practice, it's like your cheeks filled up and you
Yeah.
spat it rather than having it
Yeah.
come out. There was it's quite a sight to see.
Yeah.
And actually, with that, Shoten also loses his guts as well. Let's see. Does he? Yeah. Okay. Great. No, he managed to get it off the bird. All right. Sfaxy, Nux and Buxley.
All right, Growly. We got this. All right, 12.
Hey, you lift off, and it's great. This bird is much smoother in takeoff. It doesn't just go straight up. It like kind of goes forward and then up.
Oh wow.
So it's not as rough on the tummy. All right. So you
Fly by the rock where everybody else is puking now. It's like, this is great.
I'm just like prestidigitating like crazy. Just like, oh, come on.
yeah.
Worst
So
slide I've ever been on.
you start circling around and getting into the drivers of there's a driver on the rock, and the Growly actually knows to follow signals from them, so you just kind of get into a holding pattern for a second, orient yourself, and then start heading towards Mount Playa.